It's week 1, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Raiders and the Pats on Sunday Night Primetime.
We welcome you to Patriot Place and a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Thanks for having us in to kick off a new year. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's been a wild opening weekend to this point. Who knows what is in store tonight? As off we go for the Sunday night opener. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. It's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win tonight.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's May to throw it on first down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Here's 2nd and 2. That'll give on the ground, and that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From out of the gun, here's May. Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
On 3rd and long, here's May. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I'm excited to see what's in store for us, that these games finally now matter.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. That's taken at about the 14. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. This drive will start on the ground, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. On play action, here's May. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's May. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And the Patriots ready to kick it away. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready for their second possession. They had a disappointing quick 3-and-out on that opening drive, so they'll try it again here in a scoreless game with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3-and-out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm, being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and there does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion.
2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. not what you want to see quarter one of week one. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So one quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Made out on first and 10. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, ends up getting away from him.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's the game of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
To throw is May. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Tight end going in motion here. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Throwing now on first and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
He'll look to throw. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's second and 3 to go. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
Nice job bouncing back there on second down. First down, they gave up way too many yards and put them at second and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack, and brings up third and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on third down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a second and 3 forthcoming. Now they'll set up to throw. He runs, and he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Raiders 7, Patriots nothing.
Seven-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. It's first down, and they'll run. And that's not going to yield a whole lot, up to about the 28-yard line. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
It's second and 8.
May going to look to throw. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a 3rd and 2. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Automatic first down.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
On 1st and 10, here's May. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
In the game of 5, brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a toss, right side. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Throwing is May. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Up the middle they go. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Patriots will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Raiders offense ready to get back at it. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
They'll look to throw. It is caught left side by St. Brown. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that ball intercepted. It's Christian Gonzalez. Yeah. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. The PAT, up and good. And the Pats will move out to a 14-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's on for the 2nd time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Patriots offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Here's May. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Here's 1st and 10. A Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. So we've reached halftime here on our initial Sunday night telecast of the season as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports half.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now he takes off.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
That pass caught by Amon-Ra.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Ball start, offense.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. And now flags fly as a gain of about 4
Illegal block in the
could
ball.
be
Offense.
negated. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Open man downfield, he's got his tight end Bowers. That pass play good for 22. Good for a Raider first down.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw yet again. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. And they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. First down picked up.
All game long, Mike, this guy is asked to make key block after key block for the ball carrier. But this time, the coach is calling him to do the running for a change. And on 3rd and short, no surprise.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense That can't be overstated.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Raiders are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Patriots offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Working out of the gun. It's May. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Caught left side by Bowers. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down. He'll stay on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to his tight end Bowers. That gets him to 100 yards exactly after that reception and gets his team a 1st down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And just a short pickup there to about the 44. Here's 2nd and 9. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Now he'll run it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. Tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down. The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He pulls it in around the 5. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Back to the air one more time. He's got his big tight end, Johnny Wilson. Touchdown, Raiders. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. It's up and good. And the Raiders move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. A safe kick taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense ready to take over once again. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From out of the gun, here's May. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Now May throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Patriots ready for the punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. His 8th reception of the game and good for a 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Handoff here, up the middle, and that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. Here's a 2nd and 6. The motion man here is Wilson. On 2nd down, they run the counter. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a 1-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit, 6 points. For a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. but the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. On 3rd and 2, it's May. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign.